What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Green Dream Project. Now in our last video, you seen me dig out and trench where we're gonna put our Earthbag dome. This was necessary because I needed to backfill around the bags, and I figure kind of kill two birds with one stone. I'll dig out the trench, kind of help backfill, and I still needed to move a ton of dirt in order to be able to accomplish that. So that's pretty much done. I think I did a pretty good job of that. Everything's looking pretty good. Now I need to get dirt backfilled around those bags, but it's a little too steep where I dug out the trench in order to get the wheelbarrow in and out where I need to get that dirt. So what I started doing was just adding the gravel right around those edges. That way I'm able to get the wheelbarrow in and out and get the dirt right next to the bags. So as you can see, dirt and gravel right where it needs to be. I'm gonna get that done all the way around the bags, get that tamped in nice and tight, then I'll be ready. And I'm almost ready to do the subfloor. I got a lot of the material I need to do the subfloor to go over the top of the root cellar, but I need plywood. Now here comes the issue. Let me show you what's going on. Yeah, but it's never usually a good sign to see the hood up like this. You know something's going on. So our truck has been having trouble for the longest time. I honestly think it started when I was working for the census, started having issues. So it overheats a lot. We're losing a lot of coolant, and we believe it just has a lot of the signs and symptoms of having a blown head gasket. But getting a head gasket repair on this thing, it would be much more than probably even the truck is worth. But I picked up this Bars head seal blown head gasket repair liquid. I'm gonna try this out. Wish us luck, y'all. So it looks to me like this should be relatively simple. Just gonna take this, shake this up, and add it to the coolant reservoir tank. It says shake well. I always wonder when it says shake well how long you gotta shake it for. Probably good enough. Now with this engine size, I gotta add this whole thing. I think we're in. Now I'm gonna add a little more coolant just to top things off. Make sure it's full. Alright, so it is early, 6 a.m. About to find out if this stuff worked, if the truck's gonna operate. Well, good morning. You ready to ride? Didn't blow up, that's good. Well, we are on the side of the road, just chilling. Crew's obviously bored. And it's not working, it's still overheating, losing coolant. It's a little disappointing. Well, we're about to put the subfloor over the root cellar, and we're gonna put a dome on top of all of that. And I actually had a delivery of wood here recently, and I got just about everything we needed, but they were out of the OSB we needed, so I couldn't order it at the time. So our thinking was we would use the truck to pick up the OSB, and we were hoping that when we put that leak sealer, the head gasket sealer, into the tank, that it would maybe prevent the truck from overheating, and we'd be able to make it to Home Depot to get the OSB. We barely made it to Tombstone, which is a half hour away before it just lost all of its power. It was overheating, it wasn't doing well. Looks like it didn't work. It's in pretty bad shape. So disappointing. So it was a sad trip back. Luckily, Pam and Brian don't live too far away from us, about an hour. And they were actually going into town anyway. And then they like, you know what, let's do it. Let's go get the plywood. So that was a tremendous help. Big thank you to them. So back out here, trying to fill the trench. Yesterday was crazy between dealing with the truck, trying to get the OSB. In between things, I was still kind of getting out here, getting some gravel in. And then I got out even before the sunrise. I was working to the moonlight. It was a really great time. Got quite a bit done. And I'm almost done with the gravel. Getting so close. Check this out. So as you can see, just a little bit more to backfill along with the gravel. Then I gotta go back in with the dirt. I still got a lot more to do. That should be it for the gravel. Now that I got that down kind of like a gravel ramp, I'm going to build up the dirt right around the edges. So now that I went all the way around with the gravel, time to go all the way around with the dirt. A lot of work yet to do. Woo! I'll do that about 100 more times. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Ah! Of course, you see, Jess and I were out late last night, and Luckily she came out here and she was a huge help. We got the rest of this backfilled with dirt. I got everything tamped down, looking real nice. It's crazy to think how this was once, not too long ago, just a big giant hole in the ground. And, well, it's still a big giant hole in the ground, but it's a giant hole in the ground surrounded by bags. It's like a structure. A truck, especially when you're living this kind of lifestyle, is so important. Even before we moved out here, when we were using it to haul stuff over here, man, we probably put this thing through its paces. So personally, I think I might have ran it a little too hard when I did the census work. Man, I was going into some crazy places. That's when a lot of this trouble started happening. Then we were having issues with the coolant. The coolant just started bubbling up and exploding all over the place, and it started overheating. So I've taken it into the repair shop. They replaced the thermostat. They took care of the leaks. And once they replaced the thermostat, it helped for a little bit, but then unfortunately the problems came right back. We just tried the leak repair. We're thinking maybe it's the head gasket. Didn't really seem to do anything at all. Another thing we're gonna try here coming up soon is replacing the radiator cap. This thing needs to operate under 16 psi in order to function properly, and it's been leaking out the top, so maybe it's just not holding the pressure necessary for the system. But I think that's what we're going to try next. Hopefully we'll get it running. So this isn't perfect. We'll still need to kind of level things out here a little bit, but it's good enough for right now. If we could get some rain, get that into the ground and help compact things even a little bit more, that would be fantastic. But at this point, what I'm going to actually do is start putting the subfloor over the bags. We'll get the subfloor protected from the elements in case it does rain, and then it'll sit here for a while until we build the other part of our house. Then we can start with the dome. This is it. Part 1 of the house is done. I'm so excited to keep building. Alright everyone, thanks for joining us. Stick around as I build the subfloor over the Earthbag root cellar, and we'll catch you on the next video. And he's excited because we're standing over by the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Both of us were down there by the truck, so he was just absolutely losing it.
That triggers him.
Oh, yeah. Don't go anywhere without me. Don't go anywhere without me.
Keep going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere.